Daily Meditation Series, Bhagavad Gita, Chapter 1, Verse 36. Papam eva sharyad asman hatvaitan atatayinaha tasman narha vayam hantum dartarasran sabandhavan svajanam hi katang hatva sukina syama madhava. Sin will overcome us if we slay such aggressors. Therefore, it is not proper for us to kill the sons of Dhritarashtra and our friends. What should we gain, O Krishna, husband of the goddess of fortune? And how could we be happy by killing our own kinsmen? Commentary. The living entity's bondage within material nature is a product of their own activity from time immemorial. And this cycle of action and reaction is properly known as karma bandhana, bondage through work. Krishna devotes 2 chapters of the Bhagavad Gita to the subject of karma, and at the end of chapter 5, he positively gives the peace formula which humanity can follow in order to achieve meaningful prosperity among the nations. Bhuktaram yagyatapasam Sarvaloka Maheshwaram Suhridam Sarvabhutanam Gatva Mam Shantim Richati. Quote, a person in full consciousness of me, knowing me to be the ultimate beneficiary of all sacrifices and austerities, the Supreme Lord of all planets and demigods, and the benefactor and well-wisher of all living entities, achieves peace from the pangs of material miseries. End quote. A further study of karma and its influences can be found in the Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu of Srila Rupa Goswami. Rupa Goswami explains that karma is manifest in progressive stages as it develops within our consciousness. The first stage, known as kuta, is a proclivity that the living entity has to be materially engaged. We have a thin layer of material coating around our ego, which acts as a lens, blurring our vision of self-identity. The kuta is the breeding ground of all sorts of material desires and hankerings. The next stage of karma is called bija, which is the dormant stage of material desire. Sometimes we uproot a weed, but its seeds lie dormant in the ground and sprout up at the first opportunity. Similarly, karma bija, the seeds of material desire, are not manifest until our senses contact a particular object and we become stirred into action. This is the great secret of advertising, that desire exists within all beings and simply has to be awoken. The next stage of karma is called papa, or a sinful activity. When a person engages in materialistic sense gratification, they generally violate the sanctions of religious life, and this transgression creates an equal and opposite result. The result is called phala, or the fruit of our labor. So in many ways, the living entity is bound up in the cycle of action, every day generating more karma, and every day tasting the bitter fruit that is produced of these activities. The amazing feature of devotional service is that it uproots the karmic process at every stage of its manifestation. The fruit, or phala, is burnt up so that a devotee is not subjected to karmic penalty the way that an ordinary entity is. The son of a high judge does not suffer like an orphan abandoned in the street. The son of a high judge has every privilege that comes with his parentage. Similarly, the sons of Krishna have no reason to fear from the material energy because they are under the constant protection of the Lord. In the papa stage, a devotee of the Lord is aloof from the working senses and does not become addicted to sense gratification, even though they may be living at home as householders. Krishna describes this aspect of his devotees as Kshiprang Bhavati Dharmatma, the very quick attainment of high religion. Ordinarily, high religion is achieved after thousands of lifetimes, but a devotee achieves it as a natural byproduct of their worship. In the bija stage, or subtle desire stage, these desires lie dormant in the heart, but they get burnt up by the fire of knowledge and are unable to fructify. Specifically, the devotional process given to us by Rupa and Sanatana Goswamis is deeply imbued with knowledge and detachment, so that even a very neophyte practitioner can tangibly experience renunciation from ordinary sensual existence. And finally, kuta, our primeval identification with matter, is removed, in the same way that dust is removed from a mirror, one swipe at a time. The dust covering our hearts is removed by constant hearing of the Srimad Bhagavatam and chanting of the holy name of the Lord.